Today we preparing this concrete substrate for the installation of our 800 PUMMA system. First, we start with the primer Plastifloor 118. We have 1 liter of 118 primer and 25 milliliters of 30 milliliters of Plastifloor 50W hardener. Mix it for at least 1 minute. You see the color of the material is changing, so that's a good sign that the hardener is really in for your applicator. Yeah. Now we are applying the 118 primer, and we always recommend to use a thick roller. This is really important to apply enough material. If you use a thin roller, you will not touch the surface completely and you will not apply enough material, and then you will get problems. So please use a thick roller to apply the primer. Now when the substrate sucks a lot of primer, you need to pour out more material to be sure that the substrate is completely penetrated. Then you should broadcast the substrate slightly with quartz 0.6 to 1.2 millimeters. Okay, now 15 minutes later, the Plastifloor 118 primer is already cured. You see, it's completely dry and there's a full film of resin on the substrate, and the sand sticks on the substrate. You cannot rub it away. This is really important. Okay, now we are preparing the first coating layer. This is Plastifloor 800, Plastifloor 50W hardener, and the SL filler. It's really important that you pour the hardener first into the resin and mix it proper. For at least 1 minute. You see the color is changing, and now we are ready to pour in the SL filler. Mix it also for at least 1 minute. After a minute or two, the material is homogenized. Okay, now the material will be applied on the well-primed surface. Mixing ratio between the resin and the filler is 1:1 by volume. It's 1 to 1.5 by weight. Use a 4 to 4 millimeter tooth rake to spread out the material. After a while, you should spike the surface a little bit to remove the air. We recommend to broadcast the first layer with quartz 0.6 to 1.2 millimeters. Okay, today I'm here to see the 800 sample. I broomed the excess away and you see it's completely cured. There are no bubbles, nothing, and the material is still a little bit soft, so I can touch it with my nails. It's flexible, and in the next couple of days we will put the second layer on top and also the sealer 528. A couple of days ago we installed the first layer of 800 here exterior, and then it was bad weather here in Germany, so we couldn't follow up, but today is the day to finish the application. We will install the second layer 800 and then also seal it. Jan is preparing the substrate, just broom the dirt away and then we can start. Okay, we have now 1.2 liters 800 and 1.2 liters SL filler and 36 milliliters of hardener 50W. Pour it into a mixing pail. First the resin, then add the hardener and mix it for at least 30 seconds. Now we are adding the SL filler into the mix. You see the 800 already changed its color. Mix it for another minute. On top of the first layer of 800, we are using again the 4 to 4 millimeter notch trowel. Okay, now the material is spread out with the notch trowel, and we leave it there for a minute and then we spike it. We always recommend to spike the layers to remove the air and better leveling the coating. Okay, after a minute the resin is leveled after the spiking and we can start broadcasting it with color quartz. You need approximately 3 to 4 kJs color quartz per square meter. Let the sand sink in first, and after a couple minutes you can broadcast again to cover the floor completely. Okay, 1 hour later, the second layer 800 is completely cured. Material is hard and ready for sealer. Okay, now we are ready to seal the 800 for exterior applications. We recommend Plastifloor 528 sealer. It's clear, slightly bluish, and we pour it down on this 1 square meter 800, fully broadcasted with the blue and black color quartz. We add the hardener 50W, 1 to 1.5% in volume, mix it for 30 seconds, and then using an 8mm roller to apply the sealer. Allow the sealer to cure for 35 to 45 minutes, and then the floor or the waterproofing for exterior application is ready for use. Okay, 45 minutes later, the first sealer, Plastifloor 528, is already hard. It's still a little rough, so we will put down a second layer, 528. And here you see primer, the first layer of the membrane, the second, including the sealer. Second sealer will be applied the same way, so using the 8mm roller and spread out length and wide. You see we're doing it in the direct sun, so even the sun will not influence our result. Okay, great. Finally it's done. Second sealer is also hard, so you achieve a nice slip resistant surface with the 528 sealer on top. It's slip resistant, waterproof, a flexible waterproofing membrane for outside applications. Plastifloor 118 primer, first layer 800, second layer 800, two sealers, 528 on top. Call us for more details.